and the conference is about African descent. Well, the panel talks about descendants from Africa, and certainly Black Americans are descendants, sons and daughters of Africa. And yet, we all live that blackness, that Africanness, differently. Blacks in Brazil do not live their connection to Africa the same way that blacks in Mississippi do. Blacks in Haiti don't. Certainly blacks in Panama don't. So we all live experiences differently. And I wanted to underscore the fact that my experience is a Black American experience and not just a black experience and not an African experience. And then I just read a few passages from Native Stranger, which were wonderful. The passages I chose, fairly short, were basically about in the imagination of Black Americans, what it feels like when we think about Africa. The little that we know about Africa, and yet the mythologization that has taken place in the imagination of Black Americans.
We are always pleased to shine light on the contributions of African Americans and on the very important relationships between the United States and the African continent. President Obama, arguably the most visible reminder of the links between the United States and Africa, recently met in Washington with the democratically elected heads of state of African nations to discuss how we can build on the political and economic progress in Africa and how we can jointly address the security challenges that continue to confront that continent. The United States has been and will continue to be a stalwart partner in this process of democratization and development in Africa.
When I write, I think about many elements, not the least of which is music. I think about the plot, I think about what's going on inside that story, but not only does it have to be interesting to read, but I think it has to be interesting to hear, even if you're only hearing it inside your head. So music is very important. Lyricism is very important to me. Cadence, the sound of, the choice of each word and the sound of each word. So I feel that in some ways I am a poet. When we moved on to the concert after the conference, the music resonates with writers. I think every writer who's writing creatively writes with some sort of music inside his head.
It is my pleasure to participate in this commemoration of the International Year for People of African Descent as another symbol of that partnership. And I am especially pleased, as a descendant of Africa myself, to be representing here today the United States of America. I think it speaks volumes. Thank you.